once you start taking action on whatever journey that you're going to take action on, you're going to be hyped at first. You're going to be so inspired. You're going to be so motivated. You're going to be so pumped, and you're going to be ready to go. I'm telling you, about a week later, about 2 weeks later, you're going to be like, man, like, what happened to all that hype? What happened to all that energy that I have before I started, or when I first got started on this journey? It's going to slowly dissolve, because it's just life, you know? It's just life. We only humans. We only operate on... Let me raise up this window so y'all won't hear all of that. That's the train. We only operate on whatever percentage, whatever our battery is for that day. That's all you can operate on. So if you 100% charged, that's what you operate on that day. If you 80% charged, that's what you operate on that day, and so on and so forth. So we have to realize you eventually going to need to charge up and, you know, get rebooted up for the next day. It's just like charging your phone, right? It's just like charging your phone. We most likely going to charge our phone overnight, right? That compares to when we sleep, we're charging our battery. But when we wake up and we start using our phone, compared to when we start using our bodies when we wake up, the battery is going to slowly decrease and decrease and decrease, you know? So you have to keep recharging. You have to keep rejuvenating yourself. That's why you must eat properly. That's why you must sleep properly. That's why you must hydrate properly. Go to the gym, meditate, visualize, go on walks. All of that is important. Like, it's boring and mundane as all of that sounds. It's key to staying on point in life. All of the spiritual work is above everything, because you can have all the money, you can have all the drive in the world. Eventually, you're going to have to start spending that money. Eventually, once you start driving your vehicle, which is your body, you're going to run out of gas. And you're going to need to stop by that gas station and put some 87, put some 89, put some 80, put some 93. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a high performer, you're going to need some 93 gas. That's high maintenance. So I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking. Stop playing with me. Mama, tell them stop playing with me, for real. I'm cooking. Like, if y'all catch my what is it called? If y'all catch my what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? See, let me humble myself. I said I was cooking. God, let me humble myself. I'm speaking in I can't think of the word right now, y'all. I can't think of the word. I'm speaking metaphorically. That's the word that I'm looking for. I'm speaking metaphorically, speaking in parables. You know what I'm saying? So if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying, you know. And honestly, I'm not speaking in parables because I'm breaking down what I mean. You know, I'm not saying something completely different, just having y'all guess or interpret what I'm trying to say, you know, or what I am saying, not trying to say. But back to the point. So, you know, that's why a lot of people give up on themselves, y'all. That's why a lot of people can't seem to accomplish what they set out to be. It's because they give up along the way. They get tired and they feel like they don't have nothing else in the engine, which is you do. You do have something in the tank. You do have something in the engine. You just have to learn how to take risks. You know, man, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was working for about almost 2 weeks straight recently. Just 2 weeks straight, just going super hard, right? Not taking no days off, doing what I'm supposed to do, right? And yesterday, I was like, man, I need a break. I need a break. I took the whole day off. You know what I'm saying? I took the whole day off from work. You know, I still went to the gym. I was still handling my business and, you know, things that I needed to do to elevate me in life. But I took a day off from work. You know, just your brain needs that. Your mind, not only your body needs that, but your brain, your mind needs that. You only have a certain amount of mental capacity up here, for real. And, you know, sometimes the work is rest. I'm cooking again, y'all. I'm cooking. Sometimes the work is rest. You know, I'm starving. I don't know what. I think once I get back to the city, I think I'm gonna eat me some kava. See, gotta eat right. You know, I haven't been. I was killing it last week. I was eating on point, but you know, I started to realize something about that too, like eating right, like all the time. I feel like sometimes you have to let loose, because I was watching a sermon with Pastor Eric Thomas at APOC Ministry. He was saying how when you eliminate something, let's say in my case it's eating bad, right? Eating candy and eating chips and eating Wingstop at American Deli and just burgers and Wendy's, you know, Biggie Bags, like all that bad food, right? You're not supposed to eat that every day. That's not good for your health. It's not gonna allow you to, like, I feel like I'm a high maintenance person. I feel like, well, I know I am. I'm a high maintenance person. I'm a high value man. I'm a high standard man. I have high standards for myself. So not only is it not good for my body, but eating that type of food is not good for my mind, because I be disgusted with myself when I just eat bad all the time, when I just don't incorporate nothing healthy within my diet. Like, bro, you're not gonna eat no veggies, you're not gonna eat no fruit, you only gonna drink 2 bottles of, my bad, I spit, y'all. You only gonna drink 2 bottles of waters, and the rest of the day you drinking juice, I don't drink soda like that, but you know, I might add a soda to it in there every now and then. Like, you just gonna drink all these sugary drinks and beignets and donuts and cakes and cookies and brownies. Like, you just gonna eat like that. That makes me feel honestly depressed. Like, I promise y'all diet has a lot to do with your mental state. Little do we know. You sad all the time, if you depressed all the time and you don't know why, you know what I'm saying, you going to the gym and you praying and you might be meditating, but you just can't seem to understand why. Reflect on your diet. Eliminate some junk food from your diet. But what I'm saying is, okay, last week I was eating healthy, right? Like Monday through Friday, just like killing it, eating on point, not one mess up, right? When Saturday came, boy, that's when I got to eating the cakes. That's when I got to eating the fruit snacks. That's when I got to eating the chips. I just got to eating bad, right? And it just made me think about when I was watching that sermon with Pastor Thomas and APOC Ministry. He was saying, like, you can resist something for so long, but in your mind you still want it. You know, it ain't like you don't want it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like you don't want it no more, and you just like, man, like, whatever. You're not even thinking about it. Like, that's how it is with smoking weed for me now. It's like I didn't went so long without it. Like, I promise y'all, I don't even crave weed no more. I don't even care to smoke no more. Like, my lips getting brighter. I feel like I have way more clarity. I feel like I have way more energy. My appetite is better than ever. My confidence is up there because I'm not paranoid about who thinks what about me, or how I smell when I walk in certain environments. Like, oh man, they smell it on me. Like, nah, I know I'm good. I don't have to worry about no police officer pulling me over and finding it on me, because I know I'm sober, I'm good, you know. But with the junk food, not even just junk food, with the sweets, I don't like to call it junk food, with the sweets and, you know, the American food, the typical American food, like the wings and the burgers and all of that, and the barbecue, it's hard for me to resist, because I grew up on that, like my childhood type. I didn't start smoking weed until I believe I was 15. So I didn't grow up on weed my whole childhood. You know what I'm saying? But that junk food, here I go again. Them sweets and that American food is something about it. Like, man. And I'm gonna just be honest with myself. I'm not gonna say I can't, because I'm capable of doing anything, but it's definitely a resistance barrier to me. It's like I can only resist that for so long, and once I finally get back to it, that's it. That's over. Like, I'm not just gonna indulge, I'm gonna overindulge in it, and that's what I don't like. So how I'm gonna start doing it? Okay, how I'm gonna start doing it? 2-3 days in a row, I eat clean, just straight clean. No snacks, no nothing, right? No greasy food, no fried food, no nothing. And then one day, I'll let loose a little bit. You know, I'll let loose. Not the whole day I'm gonna eat straight BS and have a bad diet, but one day I'll throw in a meal that I enjoy. You know, a meal that I enjoy. I might throw a snack in, just one snack, like not 2, not 3, but 1. Then the rest of the day I'm gonna still eat clean. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like I should do that, instead of, because that's really starving the flesh. It's a good thing, but at the same time, if you so attached to something like that, like, you have to slowly get away from it. It's not something that you can do cold turkey. Just like with weed for me, like, I didn't cold turkey. It was years built up where I had to ease off a week, and then I'm right back to smoking again. Ease off a couple weeks, and I'm right back to smoking again. Ease off a month, then I'm right back smoking again. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm going on 3 months. Like, I haven't went this sober ever since I started smoking. And yo, look at that view. That view cool, huh? Yeah, we on the road with it, baby. But yeah, I haven't been craving, y'all. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I brought up the diet because I was hyped last week. I'm like, y'all finna start eating clean, whoop-de-whoop, doing all that. And I end up falling off track a little bit. You know, I end up falling off track, and now I gotta get back on it. Now I have to take a step back, and I have to remind myself what I'm doing it for. I'm not just doing it so I can have abs. I'm not just doing it so I can look good or aesthetics. I'm doing it so I can be healthy, you know, so I can live longer. So I could encourage I can encourage the people around me to start eating better, instead of they having a bad diet all the time. You know, that's what we do it for, y'all. We have to realize that it's bigger than us. That's also another thing. I was watching Naruto. I was watching Naruto last night while I was at the gym, and in one of the scenes, he was fighting. What's his name? He was fighting Naraji, which is like, Naraji seemed unstoppable before he started fighting Naruto. Like, he seemed unstoppable. It seemed like he couldn't be touched. Naruto, you know what I'm saying? Naruto is just Naruto, and I'm gonna leave the clip here too, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all that clip.
Let's stance. Gentle fist art. 8 trigrams, 64 palms. It can't be. Eight trigrams! 2 palms! 4 palms! 8 palms! 16 palms! 32 palms! 64 palms! Have we been surpassed by this branch family?
Looks like it's over.
To think that Hyuga's Kekkei Genkai would find its purest form in this child of a lesser branch of the clan. Truly, my brother, you've been denied what is rightfully yours. A child banished from the line of succession.
Well, must be frustrating to realize how utterly hopeless it all was. This little dream of yours. Come on! You thought you could succeed through hard work alone. That's only an illusion. I have now struck all 64 of your chakra points. You're lucky to still be breathing.
What a fool! I almost thought he could win!
Naruto.
Hey, Hinata, what's wrong? You okay?
Hinata! No way!
Hey! Hey! You're coughing up blood! What is it?
Come on.
Wow. You must still be injured from your match. Hinata, you gonna be alright? You need some water or something?
Impossible. How could he?
I told you. I just don't know when to give up.
It can't be.
Naruto hit all 64 points of Naruto's chakra, right? There was no way Naruto was supposed to get, like, they was in a match. And Naraji hit all of Naruto's 64 chakra points, right? It was no way that Naruto was supposed to get up and continue to fight. But guess what? Naruto's so trim, Naruto's so determined and willful and powerful that he got up and he started moving. You know, and the reason why he was able to get up was because he thought about his friend, Rock Lee. He thought about Hinata, you know, which is another one of his friends. You know, it's what I'm saying is he was able to get up because he's not the whole program. You know what I'm saying? He know that it's bigger than him. You know, of course, yes, he wants to become Hokage. That's his destiny, but he knows that he's such a good-hearted person that he's able to continue because he's able to think about his people, you know? So, yeah, man, once you get hyped about something, once you start burning out, man, think about your people. Think about if you continue to push through, if you continue to do what you do, imagine how beneficial that's going to be for your people that's still here today and for the future generations that's to come, and for your ancestors. You know, do it for your ancestors too, man. Your ancestors, especially if you my skin color, your ancestors went through a lot for you, bro. Like, your ancestors really, like, stood on the front lines for you. Your ancestors really went through hell just so you could be here today. Just so my ancestors really went through what they went through, so I can be here talking to you guys today through my phone. You know what I'm saying? Uploading a video so y'all could receive this message. You know, that's what my ancestors had to go through. My ancestors had to fight so I could be able to drive this luxury vehicle and be able to stop by a gas station without being harassed by another race, or be able to, you know, those things still happen. I'm not saying it don't happen nowadays, but it's the times we live in, is basically what I'm saying is completely different from the times that my ancestors had to go through. Like, I have so much, I have rights now. I have more free will. I'm not gonna say that I'm completely free because y'all know how they go. But you know, it's bigger than me, is what I'm saying. So yeah, man, I'm about to go get me something to eat before I start working, because I'm starving. I'm starving and I'm hungry. And I pray that y'all have a blessed day. I pray that y'all having an amazing day, and that y'all continue to, you know, stick to the plan. Go check out my last video. I spoke upon it. Stick to the plan, man, and just continue to be great. You know, continue to be great, and do it for not only you, but do it for God, and do it for your people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'll catch y'all in the next video.